sanctions specifically regarding the plastic bag and clothes in the car. If you want to call a witness, what that was required.
Yes, sir, Judge. We would call CSI Gerardo Blois.
I do. My name is Gerardo Bloisi, Gerardo Bloisi, Bloise.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bloisi.
Good afternoon, Consul.
It's Gerardo, not Geraldo, right?
Correct, Gerardo.
Okay. I am going to ask you a couple questions about some of the work that you've done in this case. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Can you explain to the court exactly what it is that you do?
In general,
Yes. What is your position at the sheriff's office?
I am crime scene investigator level 2, and my position is to process any crime scene that they're called for service by the detective or by the deputies on the road.
Now, when you say number 2, is that of a supervisory level? Or?
No, it's a level. It's a crime scene level 2.
Okay. And were you involved in processing the vehicle in this case?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And when did you do that?
I did that in July 16.
And what does that entail? Tell us exactly what that entails.
Basically, the inspection is a visual inspection of the vehicle and inspection of the interior of the vehicle.
Now, did you do any collection of evidence?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And who was with you when you did the collection of this evidence?
My supervisor, Michael Vincent.
Okay. And what exactly did you, when you processed the car, what exactly did you do on the 16th?
On the 16th, what I did was a preliminary visual inspection of the vehicle, what I say, internal inspection of the vehicle, and then I proceed to photograph the exterior and interior of the vehicle.
Does that include checking the car for trace evidence?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you actually recover when you inspected the vehicle on the 16th?
I recovered some hair from the trunk.
How many pieces of hair?
Several pieces of hairs. There's two ways to collect trace of evidence. The first one is by manually visual inspection, but with a magnifier and twister, and the second one is by using a vacuum. So I use both techniques.
Okay. And when you did the first technique, how many hairs did you recover?
My best recollection is several hairs,
When you say several, does that mean 3, 5?
Possible.
Okay. Now, what did you do with those hairs?
And all the evidence that is collected is immediately submitted to the lab.
And in this case, did you submit them to the FDLE lab, or did you submit them to another third-party lab?
FBI lab.
And those, what was the purpose of sending those to that lab?
The purpose to send the hairs to the lab is to obtain any DNA profile.
And were there any other tests done on those hairs?
Not to my best recollection, just for DNA purposes.
So you're not aware that they did tests for decompositional post-mortem banding?
To the issues and outlined in the motion for sanctions that deal with November 14th.
I'm getting there, Judge.
Let's get there now. We don't have to.
Okay. So you're aware of all the tests that were run on those hairs?
Yes.
Okay. Which included those for post-mortem banding?
Yes.
In your duty, were you told to search for any evidence of decomposition in that vehicle?
No, I'm going to object again. This is outside the scope of the motion. He's talking about
It goes to
decomposition and air.
It goes to what? It goes to the heart of it, Judge.
I don't see how. We're to a bag and to magazine
outside of the presence of the witness if I may elicit testimony from him.
The
I'll
motion
ask
for
it.
sanctions doesn't go to that, so I'm just sustaining the objection. Let's continue on. It has to do with the contents of the trunk. Okay? Beyond,
Very well, Judge. What else was in the trunk of that car, Mr. Blaze?
Residues of dirt, a piece of air freshener sheet, and I observed what appears to be a stain